I'm going to try to keep this short and to the point. I was watching a snippet from First Take. I watched the snippets because I can't watch the show in its entirety. Too much nonsense is being said. But Shannon Sharp said that Brunson has been more impressive than Ant-Man. In my opinion, they've both been very impressive. I mean, extremely. I said Brunson was a perfect fit for New York when they got him. I mean, he's got that baller mentality, that dog in him, that thing that you want, that you expect from somebody playing for the Knicks. That's what the city wants. They want a player like that. And he's lived up to that and even more. But what I'm looking at with Ant-Man, this big dog mentality, the brother's playing both ends of the court. He is leading by example. At the end of the game last night, they brought Brunson out to bring in defense. No knock on Brunson, it's just a reality of the fact that they needed defense. Brought him back in, closes the deal with 2 free throws. That's balling. But what Ant-Man is doing is showing why you have to love the game and play both ends of the court. For years, many of us who have watched the game for 45, 50 plus years, we are all saying the same thing. That these young guys, these new guys, they're soft. They don't play defense. And that's because of what people market. People push points, but they don't push the fact that you have to play defense. So when you see them putting together a team with Kawhi, PG3, James Harden, people are automatically saying that this squad, because of all the points they score, they're going to win. You look at the Phoenix Suns. People, you have to play defense. And this is because younger kids are not being taught this. And hell, when you see guys being recruited, they're only being recruited by how they score. But nobody's paying attention to the lack of defense on these guys. Minnesota comes out playing defense, full court pressure, nonstop. They are all up in your face. And you got guys that can just stop somebody like Joker. For me, I've been saying you can stop this guy if you play defense. Same thing with Murray. A lot of times you see these guys rocking and rolling. Look at the defense, people. Take that game from last night with Minnesota. If I'm a coach and I want to win, I'm showing kids that tape and breaking it down. Look at how they close out on 3-pointers. Look at so many times that these guys are just going to swing it or shoot the jumper because they're expecting the guy to run by them. That was disciplined defense. That's what wins championships. The last time I've seen defense like this on that level was with that Piston squad that swept the Lakers. All season long, they were pushing. All these other guys, the 3 finalists for the MVP, why isn't Ant-Man in there? Some people say because of his market. OKC is a smaller market. The guys that they're pushing show a lot of fundamentals in terms of the game. So does Ant-Man. Ant-Man does something that these other guys can't do, and that's dominate on both ends of the court. No knock to Joker, no knock to SGA, no knock to Luka. People are going to say, well, Luka's playing defense, what he did to the Clippers. I want to see what he does tonight, all right? I like watching Luka play. In fact, he's one of the guys that I said was going to be a dog in the NBA over the next 10 years. But one thing he can't do, he can't lead a team in the manner that Ant-Man is doing. He can lead the team. I mean, he is the reason why it's working in Dallas with Kyrie. They put together a great team. I call that the Cuban effect. Jason Kidd is an incredible coach. But when I look at what Minnesota is doing, I'm a fan. People ask me what did I think, I respond in the manner that, people expect, because I don't want to really break down and get into it with some people because they just don't understand. But Minnesota put something on Denver that they plan on putting on everybody else. I don't know how this series is going to end out. It still might go 5, it might go 6, it might go 7. In order for it to do that, Denver's got to change something. They really do, because right now, Minnesota is showing why defense is important. And I hope all these young kids out there are watching it. No matter what you think you're doing out there, if somebody is truly playing defense, all that stuff that Jamal Murray was able to do, all that stuff that Kevin Durant and Bill, all those guys are able to do with real defense being played, it's going to be difficult. So when you guys keep saying that this era is stronger and tougher and just better skill-wise than the early 2000s, the 90s, the 80s, are you starting to see how your statements are just idiotic? Are you getting it now? Because what we're seeing is how the game needs to be played. And when we talk about the All-Star game, and somebody said to me, well, what's their incentive to play defense and play well? Well, I'm going to end this by saying the incentive shouldn't be something like money or anything like that. They're already getting paid. Their incentive should be the love for the culture and their love for the game. Minnesota, those players, Ant-Man, those guys, they love the game.